Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at guys who didn't take the hint. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I outright told him I like him. He laughed and went, okay, where are the cameras? He thought it was just like a joke. It's just a prank, right? It's a prank. That's sad. He doesn't believe someone will like him or what? Hey computer store guy, the best response to, hey, let me have your number so we can study at my place sometime, is not to roll your eyes and say, oh yeah, because you're so much smarter than me. I don't need help, I'm fine. Oh. When you ask someone out but they think you're insulting them, that's not what they meant. That's so sad. But honestly though, what kind of answer is this? Like, why do you think someone is insulting you just because they want to study together, right? I sat on his lap and I put his arms around my waist, rested my head on his shoulder and held onto his hands. He still had no idea I liked him. What? Really? Really? So what? Okay, I'm just confused. Why does he think that's normal? Like, does he do that with all of his friends? He's like, yeah, me and my bros do this too. I didn't know holding hands and resting your head on his shoulders was a sign of interest. My high school crush did that to me whenever she had the opportunity to do so. She would even rest her head on my lap a few times when we were alone. I don't know. I would think that they're showing interest, but then I've heard so many stories about, you know, people doing this, but then they're not interested in them at all. So like, I don't know what to think anymore. At work with this girl, she comes over to my house a lot, spends time watching TV, joking around, snacking. I think just having fun together as friends because 1, I have never been in a relationship before. 2, I was raised in a super conservative Christian home. Anyways, one day her best friend is hanging out with me and asking tons of questions about how I feel about Kay. You two are spending a lot of time together. Are you going to ask her out? Of course I respond with how we are just friends. She shouldn't worry about it. Blah blah blah. I am so bad at hints, it's painful. Fast forward a week or so. Kay is over at my house super late and decides she isn't going home. I insisted on sleeping on the couch. She was having none of it. I find a compromise and sleep in pajamas for the first time in 10 plus years and sleep under the blanket but not the sheet. So we are not actually touching. She gets super cuddly and I roll over and go to sleep. What just happened? Wait, so he didn't take the hint? Even after that? I honestly think we're all confused. What the heck? Met her in the bar, lots of dancing together, drinks. Her hand sitting on my thigh almost all the time as we sat. She asked me to walk her home, saying no one is home and she feels unsafe. I agree. In front of her home we stand there the moment she takes initiative and kisses me. I literally jump up because I was looking just past her face at this new Audi driving up the hill kinda half zoned out. I feel so sorry for her. He was more turned on by that car, okay? He was like, ooh, the Audi, ooh. Oh, poor girl. I attempted to low-key ask him to prom. Had to be cool about it, you know. Nice and smooth. My phrasing was something along the lines of, maybe you and I should go to prom together. It'll be more fun than going alone. His response was just, yeah, maybe, before he walked away. I took this as a rejection and immediately ceased all my other genius attempts at flirting, such as hugging, touching his hair, letting him carry my bag to the bus. He just kind of did it. I never made him and it became a daily routine for us. Smiling at him and other such things. I thought I was so subtle but almost everyone knew. I found out years later that he honestly had been clueless and the reason he had grown kind of distant with me is he thought I didn't like him back. Oh, so he liked her all along? Of course he did. He held her back for her. But he didn't know that she liked him. I honestly think he would have gotten the hint if she asked him out directly. You know, not being subtle about it. She should have just been like, well, I like you and I want to go to prom with you. And he would get it there, you know. But the fact that she said, maybe you and I should go to prom together because we have no one to go with and let's just go together. It just sounds like that. I've known her for about 4 years now. I have always had a crush on her, but when I brought it up a few years back, she gave me a lukewarm response. I never mentioned it again. Then last night, she got to talking about reaching that age where you want something comfortable to settle into, and she kept throwing hints about me. As much as I adore this girl and have wanted to date her for a long time, I didn't like the way she worded everything. It wasn't like there's someone I like and I don't know how to tell her. It was more like I want a relationship but I don't want to date strangers. I guess that's why I spend time with you. You're comfortable. I like how comfortable we are together, but I also need passion. So, I joked my way out of the awkwardness. I'm sure she thinks I didn't catch her hints. I did. I just want her to be interested in me because I'm special to her and she appreciates me. Not just because I'm good enough and she doesn't feel like trying harder. You know, I get you, I do. It's just not nice to hear someone say they'll just settle with you because they're getting old. You know, you're supposed to like me, alright? I said, I want to have sex with you. He said, thanks. Oh. Oh, he took it as a compliment. He was like, oh, I guess I'm attractive that you want to have sex with me? Thank you. I'm the guy whose head it went over. After my first real date ever, though at the time I wasn't sure if it was a date. When I was 19 at the movies, I took her home. I offered to walk her to her door like a sir. When we're up there, she tells me I didn't have to do that, and I reply with something like, well, sometimes I like to pull out the old school traditional moves. She turns away from the key in her door, takes a slight step towards me, and say, well, do you know any more of those traditional moves? I bow, tip my hat, and say some corny stuff like, I had a lovely time tonight, madam. I didn't realize what I missed until I was halfway home and I scared the people beside me at the light because I was screaming at the top of my lungs and pounding the dashboard. Telling that story still makes me mad at myself all these years later. He actually did it. He bowed, he tipped his hat. Oh my gosh. Madam! I honestly haven't heard anyone call anyone madam for a really long time. Well, we were both really drunk. She sat on my lap and said, I could never be with a guy like you. You're too nice. She was feeling my face and everything. Oh, she didn't like the nice guy. No. Why? Why did she have to say that? It's like a compliment, but at the same time insulting. Like, she basically gave him a compliment while insulting him. That's so weird. She basically just pointed out him being nice was a flaw, right? Because she's like, I can't be with you because you're too nice. So now what? I hope he stays nice. Girls be like, I really like this guy. How do I let him know? Do absolutely anything except tell him. Giving hints, okay? We give you hints. When I told him I wanted to kiss him and he told me not to play with his feelings and stormed off. Who hurt him? Who hurt him like that? Oh, that's so sad. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!